Welcome to my first ever on break with FiragaJJC. Well, I'm on break from work or school or whatever, and I decided to just talk about a couple of things that's either on my mind or floating around, stuff like that. So since this is the first of my video, I just want to address the things I'm gonna do on my channel. Basically, make videos talking about certain topics, stuff like that. I do plan on trying to revive another series of mine. It's called the AOA, Associated AO, but that's touch and go. Because I actually did that series with a friend of mine, well, old friend of mine, but we no longer speak, so it is what it is. It's been years ago, and I haven't touched that series for a while. But I do want to bring it back this year. I'm gonna try, but whatever. I do stream off and on. I'm not a prominent streamer because one, I don't have many viewers or followers. I do have like a dedicated viewer, so that's that. But also time, working, school, so that takes up now. That's taking up most of my streaming time. But I stream off and on. I stream different type of games. Basically, I've been streaming Genshin Impact. I'm trying to finish up Fate Samurai Remnant. I want to go back to Tokyo. Oh, I forgot the name of the game. Forget it. So anyway. But off and on, I'm gonna try to upload these type of videos where I have certain topics that I want to talk about, or address certain issue, or put my 2 cents in things that's going on. Because we're all humans, we all don't have our 2 cents on things. So that's it about my channel. So what I want to talk about today, the stuff that's going on around, is what's going on about Cat Williams. Well, most of us should know Cat Williams is a comedian. He's been known throughout the years. He done roles on Friday. He also voiced at Slipback on the Boondocks. And he has a mouth on him. He basically had got himself into a little controversy here and there. But this recent one to start the year, what a way to bring in 2024. Is he let out a lot of flames. So a lot of the entertainers, especially the comedian entertainment, are upset with him, and for reasons, but they're upset with him for what he's been letting out and what he's been saying. So I'm not gonna get into it because there's millions and millions of videos that cover it, and so y'all can watch yourself. So I'm not gonna regurgitate what they've been saying. However, I do want to just say my 2 cents on the whole matter is that when I'm going over that one. My 2 cents on the matter is that the people who the people who speaking out on Cat Williams, like, talk about the celebrities that he talked about. I've been seeing a lot of people in the comments saying like, "Oh, y'all mad that." Like people saying like, "Oh, they mad." They big mad. No, then the replies back like, "Oh, what? They can't say nothing because he started first." They're not saying exactly that. There are very few people who act like to say that, but they're not saying exactly that. The issue is for the people who talk against Cat Williams, who retaliate against Cat Williams, are not addressing the claims or the issues that he's been saying. So far, everything he's been saying, people have been looking up receipts and show that he's actually been saying mostly the true stuff. So it's like there's Cedric and Steve with still the jokes, and about the black actors wearing a dress. There's a whole video. It's a lot unpacked, so I'm not gonna go through all that. But basically, those who responded back to Cat Williams are not addressing what he said in denial or showing that no, what he's saying is not true. What they're doing is deflecting him to try to silence him, having people silence him, and it's a known tactic. The tactic has been used a lot. We use it. And I mean, we talk about us normal people have used it against each other when people say something that we don't like. So we don't have people not take their word to stride by attacking their character or attacking like, they just jealous. Don't listen to them, stuff like that. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. depending on each situation, is case by case situation. And thing is, a lot of the response have not addressed what he's saying. Instead, they either bring it up about the fact that he got beat up by a kid. Yeah, he did get beat up by that kid. So, flying off the mouth, he got beat up by the kid. But that has nothing to do with he said about y'all. That has nothing to do with say about the people who stole jokes. It has nothing to do with it. It's just to shut them up. There's people on the comment section saying like, "Oh, he just irrelevant now. He's just jealous." That has nothing to do with the situation. I've seen one picture. Somebody brought up the net worth between Steve Harvey and him. It's a tactic to show like, hey, he's just jealous. No, you don't ignore him. No, those are some serious claims he making that kind of need to be addressed. And I'm talking about the people who are responding to Cat Williams. You need to address what he's saying, showing that what he's saying is about you is false. But apparently is not. So y'all have nothing to do but attack his character. I even seen one where I'm not gonna say because I think that's not a recent interview, but people want to bring up his drug history. Now, I'm on the fence with the whole what he did in Hollywood. Like he could have done it because like Cat Williams not innocent. Cat Williams not innocent. He's not a saint. He done his stuff. But he was letting know what's going on in the background and behind the scenes that us normal everyday people don't see. Except if you either in the business or you like kind of sort of close to it. Because those who do theater, those who do like dance and all the stuff, they do entertainment, and it's not as big as Hollywood. They go through their own stuff. They go through their own BS deals. Some people have managers and they know what's going on behind the deal, and because of PR reasons, they can't like really let it out. Dave Chappelle even let things out, the things going on behind the scenes. So like hearing it from Cat Williams, you heard it from other people before. Dave Chappelle denied a deal, and then his name was tarnished after he denied a deal. No, we didn't find out the truth till after he came back. But like, he was doing drugs, he was doing this. He's crazy for turning down a $50 million deal. And hold on, sorry, I had to pause it but he denied a $50 million deal. So like he was saying, like they say like, well, if you don't want to wear this dress, we have people believe that you're crazy and stuff, and they did for a long time, until we heard this side of the story. And that's another thing, like we hear one side of the story, we don't be hearing the other side of the story. That's all the reason why I'm not going to go deep down with what Cat Williams said, because that's his side of the story, or about the others, and that is what I'm addressing. We're not hearing from their side of the story. They're not addressing what he's saying. They're going around it, or they're going to attack his character, or just like, they say he's irrelevant. No. What is your defense against those serious claims about you? That is the issue. So, and Dave Chappelle's not the only one, because I also remember Monique, the one who played the Parkers, and she's also a comedian. She's been for years. She had her name tarnished a lot through the industry, and it wasn't until people dwell in her story to get her side of the story, in which it wasn't as bad as it was claimed to be. And I remember seeing an interview from Steve Harvey in the Steve Harvey show, when Monique showed the Steve Harvey show, and she was saying that no one came to her defense. And then you have Steve not really come to the defense. He was like, he's just making money. And, he was beating around the bush, but he's not addressing the fact that she denied a deal and they tarnished her name because she didn't join in with the clique. And they tarnish her name. She didn't want to do certain things. And she shouldn't have to. Like, if you don't want to do certain deals, then either work with somebody else or negotiate so you'll come to agreement. If you can't come to agreement, find somebody else. And that happen. That is another issue that I've seen people talking about in the entertainment business about certain coercion. And before I get into that, because there's another thing with the whole Monique situation. Like, Monique did that situation about the black woman, and which is true, because black women do get a lot of tarnished name in the entertainment business, especially dark-skinned black women. Like, seeing a lot of roles that being shown in shows and movies of dark-skinned black women. They are usually playing the loud mouth, can't get a man type, stereotypical stuff. I remember that. I remember the Martin show with Pam. Even though she laid on, because I forgot her name, so please forgive me. But even though she did My Wife and Kids, no, one person, that's Tashana Arnold. Everybody Hate Chris, because I almost forgot the show, because I watched the show in the beginning, but then I kind of fell off of it. But Everybody Hate Chris. Yeah, now she has a husband in the show, but she still played a role as though the typical black mama. So it's like, wow. So they are getting roles like that, which paints a negative image on black women, especially dark-skinned black women. But this also true for the black men. They are getting in these roles that paints a bad light to the black community. And there are certain people who don't address it. Because, like, when the guys in the dress thing, right? And I was looking at one of the people in the comment section. I forgot who video I was looking at. And I was looking at the comment section. And I saw one like, oh, they're having black men address to perpetrate the stereotype of the black woman being loud and rowdy on us. And I'm standing like, can y'all not take away from one to make it about yours? Like, yes, how they portray black women in the media is bad, but you're not the only one who suffered the stereotypical stuff in the media. Black men as well. And when that is being addressed, nobody y'all wanna push that aside and make it about y'all. No. Talk about those black men too, how they are being put in stereotypical roles. That's why I don't watch Power. I have my own thing about Power, but people like it. But nah, it's too much of stuff that I've seen growing up and seen, and the same thing like to me. Never mind. Anywho, but okay, I'm gonna have to look her up because I forgot her name. In Good Times, right? The one who played the mother in Good Time, she had left the show because how she was not happy of how she wasn't happy how they was portraying the son that was called Dynamite. She didn't like the portrayal of that because the show went from being the wholesome show to now like I forgot his name because I did this video without re-looking at so my memory is bad, but she protests about how they making black men look dumb. The black male look dumb, and they got rid of the father of the show. They killed him off. They got rid of the father of the show, and the way they did that storyline, she wasn't happy with the fact that she just quickly moved on to the new guy, so she left. And when she left, they written where she just ran off with the new guy, basically making her the bad woman. Again, betraying black women as the bad guy. But she was fighting for the portrayal of black men not being stupid, and I don't blame her because if you're not happy with something, fight against it. Now there are some stars who get into these roles if you get into a role because you want to show your acting prowess, there's nothing all power to you. good. That's what acting supposed to do. So like, if you're a straight man and you playing a gay role, and you all right with it, that's fine. But if you're uncomfortable with it, then don't do it, right? Now, it's easy said than done because, you got managers talking to your ear and, oh, they promise you this, and they trying to get you, this could make you elevate your career. And we see what happened. Like I said, Monique, Dave Chappelle, and, well, Cat Williams not so much. When you don't do certain things, they will hurt your career. They will hurt your image and they hurt your career. So like, that's the reason why a lot of people feel like they was pressured into these roles, or the pressure because they don't want to lose their name, their legacy. Anyway, outside that, but if you doing it, if you play these roles because you want to show your acting skill, then good. But if you don't feel comfortable in doing these roles, then don't do it. Have them hire somebody else to do these roles. So for those who denied, of all the guys who denied wearing a dress because they didn't want to do it, no, listen to this, because there's bullshit behind the scene. Hell, I'm watching an anime. Well, I'm reading it because I'm waiting for season 2 to come out, but I'm also been reading it. Oshinoko, and Oshinoko, they dwell in not much, but they're a lot. But they dwell in the bad side of the entertainment business, and they really, really dark secrets and stuff like that. I remember the whole arc with the reality show, how the producer finagled the scene to make it one of the girls look bad, and no, I'm not going, for YouTube guidelines, I'm not going to go to that far, but yeah, it's like these Hollywood producers are really bad. Hell, Bernie Mac, I was watching a video on YouTube, and they showing clips how Bernie Mac was warning new up and coming comedians not to tell your jokes in front of other comedians. And this is after the whole Kings of Comedy thing, and I'm like, wait, he been saying that for a long time. So he been giving that warning. So it's like, yeah, we are not the only person been giving a warning. He's just bringing it back up because it's the truth, and we should not attack him for telling the truth, and we should not ignore him because he's telling the truth. In fact, if he was lying, address the lie, prove that he's lying. But they're not proving that he's lying. They're attacking his character. And like I said, we see now a lot. They arrest a black man, right? And they know they actually kill him. Not because there's too many stories like that, but they did kill him, right? What's the first thing they bring up? His arrest history. Why? Because they don't want people to sympathize with the guy. He shouldn't, like, if he did a crime, he shouldn't do the crime to begin with. Or if it's like, especially if it's a mild crime, like he shouldn't have done to begin with, or you shouldn't have him. But if they have him pinned down, there's no reason why you should cut off his airway, or there's no reason why, especially if you have no weapon, you should shoot him, etc., right? There's no way. If you got them subdued, they're not fighting back. There's no reason why you should be go excessive where you take his life. It's a different story if he tried to attack you. Because there was defense where, there was a video where they showed like the guy had to try to pull out a gun on a cop, and they shot him. That is justified because that's self-defense. You're trying to save your life. You want to see your family. Oh, fine. But it's a different story if you have him subdued and then you take his life out of anger, or the pretense of he resisting arrest when he wasn't. There's no excuse for that. But what they do is they will bring up his arrest history, or they bring up his rap sheet to justify that, he was a bad guy all along. That didn't work on Fidel or on Philando Castro. Yeah, Philando Castro. They didn't work on that because when he told the cop that he has a gun, they pulled his wife and kids over, and he let them know that he has a gun, and he was going for not the gun. He was going for his gun license. They shot him in front of his daughter. And they trying to look up his rap sheet. He had none. He had no rap sheet. He had no arrest history, nothing. They messed up. They knew they messed up. So what they did, they brushed the whole scene under the rug. You don't even hear about that no more. Why? Because they know they messed up, and they had nothing to say to cover it. Unlike with George Floyd, yeah, you could they brought up his arrest history, they brought up his rap sheet, so it's easy like, oh yeah, he was a bad guy all along. But for that specific situation that he was in, where he was not resisting, there was no excuse with that. How that relates to the whole Cat Williams situation? He made claims. He spoke out secrets, and nobody who responded of the ones he talked about have responded addressing what he's been telling or saying about them. That is a problem. You're just you're deflecting it, but not addressing it. Can we address the situation? And that'll be it for now, because I'm looking at the time and I'm gonna have to go back to work soon. So until the next video, I'm out.